occupied a big portion. Thereafter, the matter went to the United Nations, and that is where the matter is still hanging fire. Although they have given a decision, and the decision is in favor of the Kashmiri people, namely that the armies of India and Pakistan should withdraw from the state, and the people should be given an opportunity to decide their own future in a free, fair, and impartial plebiscite on the basis of adult franchise. But for 27 long years, because of a veto in the Security Council, those resolutions are still, or have become more or less a dead letter. They are not acted upon, and we don't see any way of their being implemented, given the present conditions. Now, we were hoping that maybe India will see reason, or United something, or missioned and commissioned went over to Kashmir to try and resolve the differences and try and persuade India to remove her troops, but to no effect. Mr. Duncan Sands, who was once the representative of the British government, and also Mr. Everett Harriman, who was appointed by the American President, Mr. Lyndon Johnson, they tried their utmost in 1973, and Mr. Nehru agreed. But within a week, he changed his mind, and thereafter we are in with the deadlock. But the people of Kashmir, although the powers may be happy that the matter has been silenced or whatever it is, but the people of Kashmir cannot forget and are determined to fight, and fight till they win and till they achieve their freedom at any cost. To that purpose, in order to break the deadlock, it is the suggestion of our party, it is the proposal of the party, the Azad Kashmir government, which is the free government of Kashmir, should be accorded de jure recognition, because that would break the deadlock to this extent, to such an extent that it would bring the Kashmir issue again on the international map. At the moment, the issue is almost, as I said, a dead letter in the United Nations. India and Pakistan have been talking about it, but they keep on talking, and in those talks, no Kashmiri representative is allowed. So any mutual understanding between India and Pakistan, which is done over the head of the Kashmiri people, will not be acceptable. Any arrangement which is arrived at by the big powers in their various distribution of the spheres of influence, and in order to further their own goals and their own global, if they run counter to our freedom and our right of self-determination, we shall reject it. We will not accept it. No superimposed solution can be acceptable to the people of Kashmir state. So at this moment, the position has been exacerbated because of the Russian occupation of Afghanistan. As I said, now the Russian armies are sitting on the Gilgit border, which means that they are on the Kashmir state border. And at the same time, the Indians are increasing their troops in the Indian occupied part of Kashmir, and some news in local press today also, there is some comment from the United States, foreign policy experts, Asian experts, that the month of October may see another conflagration in Kashmir or in the Indo-Pakistan subcontinent. So it is to draw the attention of the people, those who matter, and also to inform our own people that I have undertaken this tour. I went to the United States. I am here. I've been trying to meet the members of the government and also others, because Britain has got a twin responsibility. The first responsibility is that Britain was responsible at that time for creating, in a way, this problem of Kashmir. And I may also add, if you kindly permit me, that the problem could have taken a different shape if Lord Mountbatten had not interfered with the boundary award. We had a boundary commission which was set up by the British government to determine and demarcate the boundaries between India and Pakistan. It was headed by Lord Cyril Ratcliffe. And Cyril Ratcliffe drew a line between India and Pakistan. But unfortunately, Lord Mountbatten, who somehow or the other had, shall I say, taken or assumed an attitude which was rather hostile to Pakistan and hostile to the people of Kashmir, he changed the line, which was judicial award, unilaterally, and by changed it to such a manner that it approved and it provided for India an access to Kashmir state. Had Lord Mountbatten not interfered and had Lord Mountbatten accepted the award of Sir Cyril Ratcliffe, India would not have had any opportunity of going to the Kashmir state, and probably the problem, as we now know, would not have existed. So I was saying that the British government had a responsibility, number one, to correct the wrong that has been done, and secondly, as a permanent member of the Security Council, to see that this threat to peace, which is now taking very serious proportions, is averted. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is the position as far as the international aspect of the Kashmir issue is concerned, but as far as our own people are concerned here, we are organizing this Kashmir Liberation League with a view, firstly, to create public opinion in our, and secondly, later on, to organize our people, to mobilize them, maybe to take some step or some action which would help us to win our goal. That is the main object. And now, with your permission, I shall say a few words in Urdu, which, of course, as Mr. Blake said, we will not be able to understand, but I hope you will bear with me for a few minutes.